Hello and welcome to World of Horror, a indie game that is available on Steam if you're interested. Again, at the bottom you can see that this game is in pre-release beta, which means that if there's any bugs that we experience or any gameplay we can't get access to, obviously we need to forgive a lot of the indiscretions of the game. But it is a very charming little horror-light game with these terrible graphics that I absolutely adore, with horrible pixelation. There are a lot of different palette colors and choices, and I asked some of my friends, and they all agreed that this was kind of the best option that we have. So we're just going to go ahead and start with a brand new story. And yeah, we're good here, and this is the same palette that I've selected in the menu. So this is our first time playing through the game of World of Horror. It's strongly recommended that you start with spine-chilling story of School Scissors option before trying more complex playthroughs. And it is very true that these are all very, very complex the more you go into it, and it's kind of annotated by these little symbols here, which is the game. But we're going to go ahead and start with the spine-chilling story of School Scissors. Something strange is happening to our town. Robed figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the streets of the seaside. The rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also new unknown threats. Old gods, malicious eldritch beings who ruled the earth eons ago, are awakening as reality starts to crumble. Armed with clues, spells, and your dwindling sanity, you'll investigate mysteries across the city and in realms beyond. An old train slows down and stops at its last station. It is the end of the world. The end of the world is at hand, and you finally arrived in the doomed town. Alright, so as you can see, we have our character in the bottom right-hand corner. He's a very handsome-looking man. Stamina is essentially your health, and reason, which is the sanity point thing there on the side, is our sanity. And the rest of the stats I feel are pretty obvious. We also have this cauterize ability here that allows us to cauterize a wound. It says one time only, so we only get to use it once. Alright. You've been following the weird cult for weeks now, barely surviving the encounter with your skin at with the skin hag at the nursery, and it's a race against time and you can't rest until the town is safe. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start the mystery that we have chosen, which is the spine-chilling story of School Scissors. Now, one thing that I noticed when I first played through this game is that not all of the events are directly correlated to what's actually happening in the story. So don't be too shocked if something happens that doesn't make any sense. But the spine-chilling story of School Scissors. Another boy from your school has disappeared. Rumor has it, a terrible woman has returned from the grave. A woman with the widest smile and the sharpest scissors. You knew your friend was up to something when he left. When he left you his notebook full of cryptic notes. I can send her back to where she belongs, he claimed. After he disappeared too, you decided to study the notebook for clues. It details a ritual that can stop the wicked woman once and for all. What's the worst that could happen? The school is eerily quiet at this hour. Your missing friend has left you a notebook. If the omens are true, to stop the tall woman with scissors, you'll need to perform a ritual to force her material form to appear in our dimension. Accomplishing this requires first the drawing of an eldritch sigil and the lighting of holy candles. You can only hope your friend has left them somewhere in this school. So we have options here. We can try to perform the ritual, we can check out the school lockers, we can explore the school, we can access our storage. Well, if we access our storage, we have our friend's diary here, and we've pulled it out of our storage, so we can now click on our friend's diary. So we can't, a strange tall woman has been following me all day. I must hurry up, is the scratched out part. And then it says, this sigil can weaken the demon for a while, and it shows a little bit of the sigil we need to find. Be careful with the line. Maru is acting strange. I need to talk with her after class. I hope she didn't attempt the ritual herself. I've hidden candles in one of the classrooms. Tomorrow I will perform this ritual. And it looks like that's all we can interact with on the notebook. So it says we can inspect it. It says other pages seem to be irrelevant to this case. I hope they're okay. So that's all we can do with our storage. So we can go ahead and back out of this. So our options right now are we can check out the school lockers, or we can explore the school. So let's check out the school lockers first. So we have the option to click on a couple of lockers here. What is that? There's something crazy in that locker. And it's also damaged our reason for even clicking on that locker. Looks like we found a wooden bat, which is a weapon with a decent speed. And it says we can equip it, so let's equip the wooden bat in slot 1, or A. We need a tiny key in order to open this last locker. At least we are now armed with a weapon. So yeah, now we just need to explore the school. So every time that we explore a location, it's going to kind of give us a random event. So since we don't have this Akumi ally, all we can do is click stare in disbelief. But the event is Non-Euclidean 101. Impossible angles and seemingly moving lines make your head spin. And we actually took a little bit of damage to our reason because we didn't have the event to kind of make sense. The item or person, we need to make sense of it. Alright, so we are still looking for the Holy Candles and Blessed Chalk. So it feels like something horrible is happening in the school. You must hurry and find those items. So again, since we haven't gotten anything else new, we'll just have to continue to explore the school and hope that we find more things that we need in order to progress forward. Suddenly everything slows to a crawl. Alright, so we are now considered in combat with this enemy known as the Time Warper. The way that combat works in this game is that we have offensive actions, support actions, spiritual actions, and defensive actions. So since this is a flesh and blood enemy, the only type of attacks that are going to hurt it are going to be support actions. Or, sorry, offensive actions. I'm being dumb. So, we can do a strong attack, but that will take up 92 ticks of our turn, essentially. We have 200 ticks of turn per action that we actually get to do. So we could ready an attack, which makes our next attack guaranteed to hit. Actually don't know what the best way to go about this is. I could queue up 2 strong attacks, which have a 70% chance to hit each. Or I could prepare, strong, and then light. I think that's what I'm going to do. So anytime you're finished deciding how you want to spend your turn, you can then click launch sequence. I'm just going to look and make sure there's nothing here that costs a very, very small amount of time. Don't think that there is. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and launch the sequence. So our first attack automatically hits, which it shows down at the bottom. And our second attack also hit, which was great. And then on its turn, it's going to do whatever the damage it says that it's going to do here. So it did 1 damage to our stamina and 1 damage to our reason. And I'm going to try to queue up the exact same attack again. Nope. I'm going to hit launch sequence. So that will guarantee the first hit, and then there was a 70% chance that we took him out. So we managed to kill him, and we got 12 experience points. Something evil stalks the empty school corridors. You found an additional page from your friend's diary. It seems that the blessed chalk was left on the roof. You must hurry and find it. So now we can try to peek outside. We can explore the school to try to find the blessed chalk. Or we can go back to the school lockers. Well, since I don't have a key for that locker, let's take a peek outside. So, to open the door, you click on drag on the handle and drag the mouse with the mouse button pressed. As you can see, there's something out there, and I don't, I'm good. We're just gonna leave that be. On the roof, you find the girl your friend was talking about. In one hand, she holds a bag, and the other, a bloody pair of scissors. So, this is Maru. This was the person who had disappeared from the scissor lady. So, it looks like she only has 12 hit points, but she is much harder to hit than the last foe. I think we're going to do the same sequence again in hopes that we can just get a lucky attack off. We did get stabbed with scissors, which is bad. However, I think I'm just going to guarantee us a victory here and do the same thing again. We defeated Maru, we resolved the combat, and we got the Blessed Chalk from her. You found the Blessed Chalk, which you can use to draw the sigil in your ritual. You You copy the sigil as best as you can on the clipboard. Hopefully it will be enough. So now we have new options, which are redraw sigil. Well, if we access our friend's diary, we have the sigil here, which is a triangle with a line through it and a little ball hanging out. So this is the incorrect sigil. So let's just read. Oh, that was correct. Okay, well, let's get the triangle. And then, so this looks like the correct sigil to me. So I think this is the one we're going for. So now that we have the sigil drawn, we just need to find the holy candles, and we'll be able to move forward. As you enter the school gym, you notice a strange black doll propped up against the wall. So since we don't have the perk, we're going to have to go closer to the doll. Against your better judgment, you approach the doll, and what you see makes you gasp in horror. The doll isn't a doll. Your sudden movement causes a tiny black spiders to flee, revealing a white, half-eaten corpse. We have taken even more damage to our reason, which is, oof. We're not looking so good. Mr. Handsome here is not looking so great. We're just gonna continue to explore the school. Park guest. What do I... God damn, that scared the crap out of me. No thank you, sir. No thank you, sir. Oh, I don't play spoopy games very much, guys. I'm sorry. You found the holy candles in your friend's backpack. You lit them as instructed. Everything is now ready for the ritual. So now we can either access our storage or perform the ritual. Well, I think we got everything right, so let's just go ahead and perform the ritual. Wait, what's that? This is fine. Take a step back as a writhing, amorphous form slowly takes shape. Soon it becomes a tall, woman-like creature with 3 faces, all connected by a wide smile. This is your chance to fight and defeat this horror. It is also your only chance. Twisting and twitching, the demon woman enters the classroom, cackling maniacally. Am I beautiful? You know what? You're not. I don't like this at all. Well, our previous strategy seemed to have been working out pretty well. She's going to do a lot of damage to us, but I think guaranteeing at least our strong hit is probably the best way to go. Definitely, this game is definitely very unnerving, one way or the other. This is, however, just a tutorial of how the game kind of works. So, ancient horror lies dead on the classroom floor, slowly dissolving into nothingness. You find your friend, gravely wounded but alive. You help him and limp away from the school as the police sirens get louder. And that is spine-chilling story of School Scissors ending A. So we have that is the first ending that is canonical to this event, and there are additional endings for each of the different events in the actual game. The horror is over for now. So we do get kind of graded on that, and I will explain the Doom system as well in the next episode. Thank you all so much for joining me today with our kind of tutorialized version of World of Horror, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.